All right, babies, it's that time again. Oh, yeah. Having coffee out in the hot sun. Yeah, hot, black, decaffeinated coffee. Did you know decaf coffee doesn't stain your teeth? Yeah, baby. I try to limit my caffeine to green tea. That seems to be working for me. However, there's something in my nighttime supplements that's keeping me up at night, and I'll have to try and I have to figure that out because it's a little too much wakefulness at night. We are in Luke 7. I'm supposed to be in Luke 8, but I screwed up. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Luke 7 because I was spending a lot of time in it. And it was sounding really familiar to me, which is a good sign. Oh, there's a butterfly came by to see us. Hi, honey. Oh my goodness, we love the butterflies. So sweet. Yeah, I was reading it. I'm like, man, this sounds familiar. That's because you did it like 9 weeks ago or 9 days ago, sweetheart. So the reason I was spending so much time on it, which is maybe why I didn't realize I had already been there, is I was focused in on the gay Roman centurion and his young lover who Jesus healed by acknowledging the faith of the Roman centurion, who said, you don't need to come into my home. Like you, I have people that work, under my authority, and they just obey me. So you just say the word and he'll be healed. And Jesus exclaims, I haven't seen such faith like this in all of Israel. And so he goes home, and his gay lover is healed. Which kind of reminds me of there not being any mention in the Gospels from Jesus of listing homosexuality as a sin like it is in other places. Good. The male guy is like leaving something at my doorstep, I guess. See if he says anything to me. No, I guess not. So the reason I'm saying, calling him gay, is because it's very uncommon for a Roman centurion to refer to a servant of his as dear. And the fact that it does, and uses a term that sometimes can mean male lover, or it can just mean servant or young person. It seems likely to me. That's why I'm referring to it that way. And also is common in Roman society for older men to have a younger male lover. And we have nothing from Jesus prohibiting that. And in fact, if this reading is accurate, he's actually condoning it in a way. If he's healing the lover, he doesn't make an issue out of it like he does with the adulteress caught in sin. So yeah, there's that. And having said that, I know there's verses in Leviticus, I think is it Numbers? Leviticus, where it says for men not to lay with men. But I read another interesting thing about that, and that is scholars are saying that the earlier understanding was actually showed a permissibility of male-to-male sexual behavior, because there are a bunch of verses that were cited as worthy of death, but there wasn't the male and male-to-male sexual activity as part of that grouping. It was like, incest from, with a daughter-in-law or with an aunt. Nothing male to male, until later, when this verse was created, was kind of like cleaning up, so to speak, what was thought of as, overlooked earlier, where some scholars are looking at it like, no, it wasn't overlooked, it was just not considered a offense punishable by death. Now, the other piece about that is that I think there was something like, I think I read something like there's like 600 laws in the first 5 books, and 36 of them are punishable by death. And I just have to really question that. How likely is that a God-breathed? How likely are those God-breathed commandments? Like you have to check it out. Like check it out. There's like 36 out of like 600, and like some of it is just like really like working on the Sabbath, I think is punishable by death. Really? Do you really think that was God's word? So I'm saying all this because cultures change, people's values change, and what we consider to be God's word has changed over time. Like even today, we have women pastors, and I think that's fine. But yet, Paul says a woman shouldn't speak in church and shouldn't teach. So why are we okay with that, but we're not okay with gay unions? You need to be consistent, people. And for me, consistency is based on what is generating life in you and in others. And living in the Spirit and living with an honest conscience. And if God leads you in a certain way to change some of your behavior, do it. But if he's not, be happy for who you are. Oh yeah, baby.